Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dane Plays Wing Commander. So let's go to the recap machine. As you can see, I fought this guy, this cat person you see on the screen here. That is Bukaki, Dreadclaw, or whatever, and I killed him. So good on me. He yelled at me, and then I shot him a bunch, and then he died. It's the third named Kilrathi that I've killed. There's only one Kilrathi left that I have not killed. So I'm thinking this game must be getting pretty close to the end. I got a gold star. Gold star to Dane. Congratulations to myself. However, there was some tragedy. Well, I got a gold star and killed a named Kilrathi. Our good friend and wingman, Knight, died. He died fighting a troop transport. I guess we will never see him again. So that was rough. Also, we got a little bit of a kind of a meanwhile cutscene where it says headland system on the water planet Port Headland. Would we call Earth a water planet? I mean, it is a water planet, but we have a lot of land. It doesn't, anyways. They're trying to defend a Kilrathi assault. It looks like so. We've been getting some of these, and it hasn't really. They've seemed kind of random to me. I did some digging and I found a Sega CD manual for Wing Commander. So this is this is Wing Commander for the Sega CD. I've been playing on the SNES. I think this is a more true port than what I've been playing. You'll notice here they have this 3D space simulator, the Confederation. This is not in the SNES port, which is hard for me to figure out what the year is, but it says right here, the Confederation could use a hero right now. If you've got the stamina and the guts to survive, you can save humanity and help topple the evil Kilrathi Empire. Since 2634, this race of vicious, cat-like aliens has been attacking and conquering colonies and planets aligned with the Terran Confederation. Now, it is the year 2654, and you've just graduated from the TCS Naval Academy as one of the top pilots in your class. It's been your dream, as long as you can remember, to make it as a combat pilot in the deadliest war in history. Having chosen the Tiger's Claw, is it really the deadliest war in history? How many millions of people have died in this war? I mean, I've seen like the aftermath of other wars. Okay, I haven't seen a lot of people like which. We can deal with that later. Having chosen the Tiger's Claw as your home ship, so I chose it. Like I got to choose which carrier I went to. You've almost completed the final leg of your journey. As the Tiger's Claw rolls into view, your heart fills with pride and pounds with anticipation. That would have been nice to have known, I guess. Anyways, I'll get there. You're probably wondering why I'm going through this. There's a lot of more information in this manual, which is useful. Uh, I mean, not that I fully read my manual. So, I mean, okay, here's something cool. It's the campaign. Each campaign has its own plot and conclusion. Each series of missions you fly, and whether or not you are victorious, affects the Confederation's chances for ultimate victory in the Vega sector. If you remember, in the SNES booklet, it mentions that we penetrated the Vega sector 20 years ago. So I guess that's what we're currently fighting, which is something information I don't think I was ever given in the SNES book or game. So we've been in the Vega sector, by the way, which is wild that we penetrated it and got into a fight. Like, how did we colonize it at the same time if we just got there and immediately met them? Anyways, we can worry about that later. So after several missions, you will be presented with campaign progress screens and story updates that describe what's happening in the war. So that's what we've been seeing. I mean, I don't know why they've been showing up. I mean, I know they've been describing what's happening in the war, but I don't understand what that had to do with me. Do badly, and the forces of the Terran Confederation take a beating. Do well, and the Terran forces prevail. Do very well, and you may be responsible for Confederation victory in Vega sector. I think we've been doing well, other than Knight dying. So they also gave us a map, which is pretty useful. So we have the Kilrathi controlled space here. I don't think they called this planet Venice. That's in Hawkins. Those must be, they must have their own names for it. But you can see we were just in Dakota here, and we were in Gimli earlier. You can see we started down here in the Enyo system, and then our next place was McCuffle. So we started in Enyo, went up to McCuffle. We've been to Brimstone, Gimli, and now in Dakota, and now we've arrived in Kurosawa. So we're pretty deep in the Vega sector. So we read about Port Headland. Port Headland's under attack. That's pretty deep in our territory. Yeah, that's down here. Anyways, I wanted to show that to all you because it blew my mind. Also, it came with claw marks, which is like a. It looks like it's a in world magazine for all the pilots to get them all pumped up about stuff and what's going on in the war and give you advice and teach you about other pilots and stuff. There's a lot going on. Like here's some cool maneuvers for your new pilots. Here's another maneuver. Here's some other stuff for you. I think they show you here how to attack a capital ship, which I've kind of figured out more or less, like run at it, shoot at it, and then burn off. But not in the SNES manual. I just figured that out on my own. Anyways, one last thing in here. Also, they have all these significantly more details about the ships than we had, including the enemy ships, which also they even have our bigger ships. Like they've got the Tiger Skull here, which now we know it has poor acceleration. Not that I've ever seen it move. It just kind of sits there and waits for me to ram into it and land on it. Enemy ships, a lot more details here. If you remember, here's the SNES manual, they only show me 4 Kilrathi ships. They don't show me the Jalthi, which if you remember that confused me because I was trying to look about it and it wasn't even on here. However, right here, boom, here's the Jalthi in the Sega CD manual. They also have the Dorky ship, so they have the capital ships and the Relari. I haven't fought a Fralthi yet, but I guess it's waiting for me at the end of the game. More information about all the weapons. Finally, though, it also has more details about all of our guys we've been reading. So here's Loose Cannon on deck, all about Hunter, the Australian guy whose voice I butcher, but you can see in comparison, he gets this blurb, this little square right here in the SNES, and he gets this whole thing. He gets a little quote down here. Here's Takanawa or Spirit. I did because he just died. I know you're like, when are you gonna play the game, Dane? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the 7 people who watch this that I'm doing this. But I did in memory of Captain Joseph Quamalo. I wanted to read his full thing in this manual, as for him, because he's dead. All right, have some damn respect. Captain Joseph Kumalo, known to the crews as Knight, admits that his piloting accomplishments don't dot the record books. I'm not a cockpit genius like Hunter or a marksman like Angel. I'm an ordinary man, a pilot. It's my job. And then we get another quote from him. I just fired as fast as I could and got lucky. I was an ace coming out of that pack. I don't know what the context of that was. Yet wing leaders tend to breathe a sigh of relief when they draw Kamalo as a wingman. Knight has a reputation of utter reliability in combat. I got my nickname in the Enyo engagement. The Kilrathi were swarming like flies. I was second Louis assigned as wingman to Captain Maria Alvarez, call sign Ladona. Sorry, that's probably not how you pronounce that. We were hugging the deck of this transport and strafing it. Did a tight turn going from its back to its belly and ran right through a swarm of fighters headed the other way. Any defensive mover in those close quarters would have cut me off from Ladona, so I just fired as fast as I could and got lucky. I was an ace coming out of that pack and had picked off a couple of fighters going after my wing leader. Ladonna put her thickest accent, cooed, "Oh, it's my white knight." That's definitely not what her accent was, and the name stuck. I'm not a knight. I'm just a soldier. Not all of us could be geniuses, but I'm going to do the best I can with what I can. And honestly, I don't feel that way. I'm not. Oh, that's what he just says again. Okay, they're just a lot of these quotes are gratuitous. Not all of us could be geniuses, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do the best I can with what I can. Kamalo, 36, hails from Kroonstad, South Africa. R.I.P. R.I.P. Knight. All right. One other thing, I guess, while I'm here, is they have the enemies, but they don't have the pictures. It's the only thing I'm sure there's probably more information here. Like you can see, here's Burek Starkiller, and he gets more of a name, so he's Narkaxki. And if you go back over to the SNES, you can see instead I get him right here. They don't even tell me his last name's whatever. But you can see he gets a face. It's hard to see on my screen, but he's in a skull of a cat. His helmet. His helmet is a skull of another cat. So we'd lose these cool pictures, but I think there might be more information here. All right, that's enough of that. It's been like 12 minutes and I haven't even played the game yet. Everyone's probably mad at me. Let's look at the pilot board real quick. Mech at 78. So I jumped up on Bossman. He didn't get any kills between this drop and the last one, but I'm still 5 below Iceman. All right, let's talk to these people, see what's going on. Shot glass.
Mech, how's it going? So here we are in Kurosawa. Kilrathi call it Watch Die. They say Empire's supposed to have several bases around the 4th planet, so I guess you boys will be seeing some serious action soon. Still, we're not the first Terran ship here. I heard the Kilrathi in the system are already half beat.
Alright, so there's someone else here. Again, I want to point out, Maniac looks shifty AF. He's like looking left, he's looking right, he's giving a false grin, his little hands, he's wrenching his little hands like he was talking shit on the other pilots. I think he might be a spy. Right? That might be me. I don't know why you'd spy for cat people. Alright, let's see what he's got to say. Mech, I'm glad to see you. I'm going insane listening to Angel talk about fuel to acceleration ratios. Heard they were about to raise some fuzzball bases. That'd be great. I haven't shot at anything in a week, and I'm starting to get restless. No work and no games makes Maniac. Alright, what? Hello, Mech. You have a moment to know. The Colonel has directed our crew chiefs to prepare our rapiers for battle. I had hoped we would have flown them more before now. C.S. Levy. That's definitely not how that's pronounced. I don't know. Nope, can't do it. Did you get a chance? Let me know how they fly. It is très important. Au revoir, Mech. Okay, I'll let her know for her notebook. Alright, let's get to this mission. I also read in that Sega CD manual that they actually use this room for saving their missions, but on the SNES, there's no memory, so you can't save. They just have to give you codes. Anyways, let's look at my medals. Cool. And briefing room. Secret briefing. Mission briefing. Kurosawa system. 0600 hours. 2654. 144. Alright, boys and girls, let's get to work. First, I want to congratulate you all for your efforts in Dakota, except for Knight, who's dead. Our successes there were crucial to recent developments in the war effort. The Kilrathi advance has been halted, and now the Confederation is on the offensive. Now we're moving on the Kilrathi bases in the Kurosawa system. These bases are vital to the Kilrathi command and communication in the sector. The Empire is currently trying to ferry troops and supplies to these bases in a frantic attempt to defend them. I'm sending my best pilots to head off those supplies. Commander assigned several wings led by Iceman, Hunter, and other aces, so not me. He's sending his best pilots, but not me. Your assignment comes last. Data is especially vital, so I'm sending you back with Bossman as your wing. Computer, display Theta Wing. We've detected several Kilrathi fighters, circling 2 nearby jump points. One Dork-class transport has already jumped in here at Nav A1, or 1A. You'll intercept and destroy it, then move on to Nav 2. Another squadron of Kilrathi fighters awaits an incoming sport. When you've taken care of any sports that appear at Nav 2, return to Tiger's Claw via Nav 16, in case there are any late arrivals. It's not Nav 16, it's Nav 1B, sorry. Questions? Yes, Colonel. Do we have any intelligence regarding the contents of the sports? Nothing definite, Major, but they're probably full of orphan children. But that first Dorker is especially well guarded. It must be something, or someone, the hairballs don't want to lose. If that's all the questions, then let's get into space. I mean, we're technically already in space. In the Tigers... Okay, never mind. Squadron dismissed. Hoofing it. We're hoofing it. Into my rapier. out into space. Sorry, I know it took me 18 minutes to get into the game, so apologize. All right. Wait, is this a rapier? What was I in before? What? Okay, now I'm confused. Alright, what were we with that later? Let's start with full guns. I have no idea. I have not been paying enough attention to this game. Okay, whatever. Let's just do a cutscene. There's me and Bossman, because he's still alive, and he's gonna live. I'm losing no more wingmen or wing ladies on my watch. Alright, we've got, looks like 4 bogeys and a big fat bogey. Bossman, confirm my attack. You know what, Bossman? I want to, but I've given up looking at my controller. Alright, how fast can I go in this? There's a lot of these guys. Oh. Okay. And you weren't. Okay, what's up next? You're shooting so much at me. Just ate that missile. Guys, so close. Just have so few shots before I run out of power. Ah, Bossman got a kill. Dang it, Bossman. You're stealing my kills. Never gonna get another silver star. There we go. Here. Come here. Okay, came here too quickly. Be mature, come in here. Alright. Woo! Alright, let's go kill your transport buddy. And as always, the dork says, "This ape seems to have fangs." Yeah. You know that if you treated your apes better. You know, I mean, have you seen what a chimpanzee can do? Like, it could rip a person's face off. These things are no joke. Like, monkeys are terrifying. Apes are terrifying. Human. Oh, did he kill my? Okay, well, there goes Bossman. Bossman had a daughter. Hey, why do my wingmen keep dying to these things? Damn it. Alright, well, maybe I won't survive. I can't believe that. What? I gotta give them different instructions for capital ships, because they do not know how to fight them and not die. Enemy near. No more cut screen. Oh, there we go. I can't believe Bossman died. I actually liked him. I liked Knight, but I also liked Bossman. Actually, I like everybody but Maniac. I don't know, I don't like Iceman that much. What's her name? Devereaux? Angel? I don't really know. I've only seen her a few times, and she doesn't... I don't know, she doesn't seem that useful. Is this how it plays in the other version of this game? I wonder if the AI is better in the other Wingmans. Okay. You're dead. Now I gotta kill... Oh, fucking hate Krantz. I hate Krantz. I swear, they either fly far away from me or they cling to me. Okay, well that's not happy music. a ton of health left, but honestly, I'd almost rather die than live in a world where Bossman doesn't get to raise his daughter. All right, that's all. That make me save scummer, maybe, but does also make me a man with a heart. Abso-fucka-lutely. Cramps. All right. Go kill your thing you were escorting. How much fuel do I have left? Yeah, not a ton. Hey, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Ow, ow. And fly away. And fly away. Oh, I do not have a lot of fuel left for these maneuvers. Okay, and cutscene. I didn't make that noise a second time. Oh. Toads. Jolty toads. Not even too good for the SNES manual. I don't even be surprised and confused by these green mother. Oh hey, I lost one of my green guns. I'm almost out of fuel. Ow. The ramming's my tactic. I feel like they've learned and have adapted to my really good tactic of ramming. But I'd rather fight a Jalthi than a Cran. Alright. Oh shoot. Alright, well I'm out of... I've lost more weapons. And I've ran out of fuel. Ah, I was close. I was close. I'm gonna be honest. I'm okay with that, because, wait, is it just my funeral, or are we gonna have Bossman's funeral too? We are gathered here to pay tribute to one of our own, Major Mech. Without a doubt, Mech was one of the Confederation's finest pilots. Time after time, he led the Confederation forces to victory. As the Kilrathi Enemy begins to flee, we bid farewell to a true hero. Company, attention! Prepare arms. Farewell, Mech. You'll be missed. You know, if I was dying of cancer, this would be like a nice scene to see right before I die. Like it'd be like, and here I go. Oh man. So no funeral for Bossman then, just me. All right, well, I guess we'll call that one there. See everyone next time. At least Bossman gets a chance to live. Damn it, he gets a chance to live.